Hey there, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Felipe and I'm so happy you've decided to join us. This is a space where we talk about mental health, personal growth, and how to navigate life's challenges together. And to those of you who have been here before, thank you for being part of this community. It means the world for me. Today, I want to talk about anxiety. It's one of the most common mental health struggles worldwide, and yet it often makes us feel isolated. If you've ever been overwhelmed by worry or fear, I want you to know something. You're not alone and you're not broken. Anxiety doesn't define you, it's just part of the story. Why anxiety is more common than you think, and how you can take control. In this video, we'll explore the different types of anxiety, how they can show up in your life, and practical, actionable steps to manage them. I'll also share some tools and resources that have been helpful for me and others, and just so you know, some of the links I mention are affiliate links. By using them, you're supporting this channel and helping me keep this content going. Thank you for your support. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Let's keep building this community together. What is anxiety? Let's start with what anxiety is. At its core, anxiety is your body's way of saying, hey, pay attention. It's like a built-in alarm system that prepares you to deal with challenges. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. It keeps us alert and focused. But when anxiety sticks around longer than it should or shows up when it's not helpful, it can start to take over. It's like an alarm that won't stop ringing, even when there's no danger. That's when anxiety becomes more than just stress. It's something deeper, something that deserves care and attention. Types of anxiety disorders. Anxiety doesn't look the same for everyone. It can manifest in different ways, depending on the person. It's important to understand the various types of anxiety disorders so we can better identify what's happening and seek the right support. Let's explore some of these types together. Generalized Anxiety Disorder, GAD. Generalized Anxiety Disorder, or GAD, feels like your mind is stuck on a roller coaster of worries. These worries never seem to end, whether they're about work, health, finances, or daily situations. It's like carrying a constant weight that never gets lighter. Imagine being in a room filled with alarms all going off at once. That's what GAD can feel like. Everything seems urgent, even when it's not. If this sounds familiar, know that you're not alone. And there are ways to ease this burden step by step. Panic disorder. Panic disorder is characterized by sudden, intense panic attacks. These attacks can cause a sense of complete loss of control. Your heart races, your breathing becomes shallow, and your body goes into fight or flight mode, even when there's no real danger. Imagine being in a tunnel with no exit, where the walls are closing in. That's how a panic attack can feel. These episodes can be terrifying, but it's important to remember that they pass and there are strategies to manage them. Social anxiety disorder. Social anxiety goes beyond being shy. It's an intense fear of being judged, criticized, or humiliated in social situations. This can make interactions like meetings, presentations, or even casual conversations feel incredibly difficult. Imagine being on a stage with every eye on you, even when it's not really the case. That constant fear can be paralyzing. The good news is that with practice, support, and in some cases therapy, you can overcome this fear and build confidence. Specific phobias. Specific phobias are intense and irrational fears of particular objects, situations, or places. It could be a fear of heights, flying, enclosed spaces, or even certain animals, while others may see these fears as small. For those experiencing them, the fear feels very real. Imagine seeing a bridge in the distance and immediately feeling your body freeze at the thought of crossing it. That's the reality for someone with a specific phobia. Through exposure therapy or relaxation techniques, it's possible to gradually face these fears and build resilience. Obsessive-Compulsive Disorder, OCD. Obsessive-Compulsive Disorder, or OCD, is marked by intrusive, repetitive thoughts, obsessions that lead to repetitive behaviors or rituals, compulsions, as a way to relieve anxiety. This might include constantly washing hands, checking things repeatedly, or arranging objects in a specific way. Imagine feeling like something is constantly wrong, like an internal alarm that won't turn off until you perform a ritual. That's what OCD can feel like in daily life. The first step to easing these symptoms is recognizing the patterns and, with professional help, learning to address them in a healthier way. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder can develop after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. It manifests as flashbacks, nightmares, hypervigilance, and a constant sense of being in danger, even in safe situations. Imagine carrying a film of trauma that plays on repeat without warning. That's the experience for many living with PTSD. Healing is possible. Specific therapies, such as eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, have helped many people find relief. Understanding these different types of anxiety disorders is an important step in recognizing what you or someone close to you might be experiencing. More importantly, it's a reminder that there are paths to support and healing. No matter what you're facing, there are resources, strategies, and above all, hope for you. If you've struggled with this, apps like Calm or Insight Timer have guided meditations specifically designed to help with social anxiety. I've linked them below. Fresh approaches to coping with anxiety. Now, let's talk about ways to manage anxiety. But this time, I want to explore strategies that go beyond the usual advice, so you can try something fresh and different. Use your senses. Sometimes anxiety pulls us away from the present moment. Grounding yourself through your senses can bring you back. For example, try the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. It's simple but powerful for calming your mind. Physical anchors. Find a physical object that brings you comfort. A small stone, a bracelet, or even a favorite pen. When you feel anxious, hold it and focus on its texture or weight. It's a tangible reminder that you're safe in the present moment. Change your environment. Sometimes a change of scenery can make a huge difference. If you're overwhelmed, step outside, move to a different room, or even rearrange your workspace. Creating physical shifts can help reset your mental state. Practice visualization. Instead of just writing down your thoughts, try closing your eyes and vividly imagining a moment where you feel calm and in control. Picture every detail, the sounds, the smells, the light. This trains your mind to find that calm space even in chaos. Building new habits. Anxiety can feel like it's running the show, but one of the best ways to take back control is by building small habits that support your mental health. Morning rituals. Start your day with something intentional. It could be as simple as drinking water mindfully, stretching, or setting an affirmation for the day. These small acts remind your brain that you're in charge. Evening decompression. Before bed, give yourself 5 minutes to let go of the day. Instead of journaling, if that feels repetitive, try sketching, reading a calming passage, or even listening to a soothing podcast. I know anxiety can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to let it define your life. Every step you take, no matter how small, matters. You have the strength to navigate this journey. Thank you for being here today. Your time, your attention, and your support means so much to me. If this video helped you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need it. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe so we can keep building this incredible community together. And one last thing, thank you for supporting the channel. Every time you use one of the links in the description, you're helping me create more content to help more people. I couldn't do this without you. See you in the next video.